Tonight, after the carnage in Christchurch, prayers from Scotland's Muslim community as the First Minister condemns the terror attacks at 2 New Zealand mosques. 6 months on, is Dundee's V&A Museum a hit or a miss in the city of discovery?
In sport, I'm live from Twickenham Stadium as Scotland say they can beat England and retain the Calcutta Cup.
Outlander Award. Special thanks to the author of the time-travelling tales set in Scotland. Good evening, I'm Ben Phillip and this is the STV News at 6, live from Aberdeen. Good evening. Police have stepped up patrols at mosques in Scotland after the New Zealand terror attacks which have left 49 dead. There is no specific threat, but senior officers are urging the public to be vigilant. The First Minister has described the attacks on 2 mosques in Christchurch as horrific and cowardly. Ross Govins reports. Today marks 6 months since the Victoria and Albert Museum in Dundee opened its doors to the public for the first time. 400,000 people have since followed in their footsteps into the £80 million Kengo Kuma designed building. But not everyone has been impressed with Scotland's first design museum, as Lynn Rankin reports. A man's appeared in court over a crash in which 5 holidaymakers died in Murray. The incident involving a minibus and car happened near Keith on the A96 in July last year. Alfredo Cicola from Sicily is accused of causing death by dangerous driving. He made no plea at the hearing at Elgin Sheriff Court and was released on bail. Airport bosses and businesses in the Highlands say reliable connectivity to hub airports must be guaranteed. It follows a meeting between Highlands and Islands Airports Limited and the Department of Transport in Inverness. It comes as the government sets out plans for future UK air travel, as Nicola McCalley reports. Lochaber Mountain Rescue Team have paid tribute to the climbers caught in Tuesday's avalanche on Ben Nevis. They said their thoughts are with Matthew Bicel, who survived the incident. 3 of his companions died. The 30-year-old paid his own tribute to the fellow climbers, saying, "You will forever be in my heart." It comes as mountain safety experts urge outdoor enthusiasts to always check weather and avalanche warnings. Fishing leaders claim a long extension to leaving the EU that could prevent Brexit would be a betrayal to the industry. Last night, MPs voted to delay Brexit, possibly until the end of June. Currently, fishermen would still be in the Common Fisheries Policy until the end of 2020. But industry leaders are concerned that the EU will ask for a much longer extension. A man has died following a fire at a property in Murray. 4 fire crews were called to the scene in Keith's Reedhaven Square just after 9 o'clock last night. The blaze was brought under control by 10 p.m. An investigation is continuing. Hundreds of children have staged a protest at Holyrood as part of a wider movement to call for action on climate change. Youngsters walked out of schools across Scotland to take part. A demonstration was also held in Glasgow. It coincided with similar events being held around the world. The action is inspired by the Fridays for the Future movement, which started in Sweden. Now, the UK's first Highland Games centre has been officially opened to the public. The Duke of Rothesay Highland Games Pavilion in Braemar has cost over £2 million. Braemar is home to the world-famous Braemar Gathering, often attended by members of the royal family. The new centre includes a cafe, gift shop and exhibition. And that takes us on to all the sport with Chris. Chris, the Calcutta Cup this weekend. Can the Scots do it again this year?
We beat them last year and it was amazing. And we thought going into the Six Nations, Ben, that we were better. England clearly are. But you know what? It's Scotland. There's always a chance. I don't think, though, we've won at Twickenham in your lifetime.
Well, there's always hope. Now, she's the author whose books are credited with bringing thousands of visitors to Scotland, and now Scotland has given her something in return. Diana Gabaldon's Outlander tales of time travelling in Scotland have brought our scenery to viewers across the globe, and those viewers have become visitors. Now she's been given a special award to say thank you. Laura Boyd met her to find out more. Now here's Laura Piper with a look at the weekend weather forecast. And that's all for this Friday's edition of the programme. I'll be back at around 11 o'clock with the late news. Until then, from everyone here, have a very good weekend and a very good evening. Bye-bye for now.